All right, welcome back, EGRL fans. Thank you for rejoining us here. We're about to start off Game 2 of our series, which features, again, the Charlotte Cardinals, who just got off the field, and they're going to jump right back on. And the third of the three teams, the Wando Wahines, who came up from Charleston, I believe, South Carolina. We are, as we said to the last team, so I'm gonna direct my attention here since you've already heard the spiel once. We're really super happy to have you in the EGRL. We thank your coaches and you as a team for jumping in and joining, putting this kind of energy forward. We think the girls' high school game deserves a bigger, better platform, and we were really, really happy to see that you are the groups doing it here in this region of the country. So you have our gratitude for jumping in, and of course to the coaches for making an effort and let's be honest, dealing with me during the year, trying to get everything organized. So that is not an easy thing to do, and I appreciate you being here and doing it. So good luck, both teams. We've done the national anthem, so we don't need to do that again. As I mentioned, it was amazing, by the way. We're gonna have to put it on a loop, yeah, we're gonna grab a couple of you as we did over the last game as kind of players of the match. Maybe sit down and give us a couple of your thoughts after the game. So good luck out there. I believe that this should, for what it's worth, if you're okay with a little hype, this actually should be the game that determines whether or not Charlotte can win the Southern Division. So we'll see what happens. Wando, I'm sure, has something to say about that, and we'll see it on the field. Good luck, both teams. Good luck, both sets of coaches. Thanks for being here, and I'll turn you over to the ref. I think he's ready for you. Good luck. All right. We've got some serious energy in this game. I can feel it already. Back with me in the booth is Emilia Monrad. It's great to be with you. She's going to get herself ready to go.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, that was both teams bring in a serious energy to this match. Oh.
There we go. There it is.
All right.
Little mic malfunction there.
Yeah, so great energy by both teams. Their version of a haka, maybe. Both teams there.
Starting off strong.
That's right. Great energy. Got to get my watch ready. We're going to start the clock. Referee says time is on, and the kick is up. Looks like
not quite fat. Not quite there.
Cook on the ball there and didn't quite make it 10. And so referee asks for a choice. Asks the Wahines, what do you want to do now? And they say, well, we're going to scrum at the center, sir. So we're going to start off with a scrum down. First scrum of the day right off the bat. And making his way to the booth is our silky-voiced friend who will, from this point forward, mention that we are in Raleigh, not Raleigh.
I might slip back into saying Raleigh. It's who I am.
All right, there it is. First push.
Ball dug out by Eversole.
It says out the channel, so not hooked. So we'll probably do that again because it was not hooked. So, for those that don't know, the Wahines are coming in from Charleston, South Carolina, a well-known program, coached by Carrie Golson. Absolutely love it. The fact that you are a player on the field, but not a voice on the field unless you're the captain. Oh, that's a good run. There. Need a little bit of a gap. A tackle. Good job by Taylor to get her hands on it, though. it is a feature of the game we've talked about. There goes the pass. Big hit. Big hit. Not able to bring her down. She's okay. Now she's down. Good hard run.
Such a strong runner, and there's no deception about her. She's coming right at you.
Yeah. Calls a knock there. So they had some momentum. That was without a doubt. You know, I think I agree with you, Brian. There's some patterns clearly emerging. You have some dangerous players. They get the ball in hand. They chew up meters, and not in a way that says, you know, I need to do anything magical. I'm literally just going to test you, tell you, try to tackle me.
Yep.
It's a style not all of us can play.
No. Nor would we want to.
No.
Rugby can be a game of evasion.
Here comes the ball. Almost looked like she was thinking kick there, but swung it out.
Wahines are really moving the ball well here.
Yeah, a lot of touches. They really bring it quickly, and they try to recycle it fast, which I really like.
And their offloads have been quite clean, too.
Yeah, which is something that you don't typically see at the high school level.
No.
That's usually where it gets a little choppy. I'll be interested to see if the referee continues to allow that counter-rucking there, that little bit heavy downward pressure, which is usually a sort of a no-no. You can hit forward, you can lift somebody, but a downward pressure is usually not going to be okay. Says the knock-on. This time is going to go to Cardinals, and so looks like maybe we've got a substitution. Could be Taylor coming off for a sub. So first substitution of the game.
So we have
is Joelle Taylor coming off.
Abisawa going in.
So a new prop in for Cardinals, and that changes some things.
This is a dangerous position here for the Wahines.
Yeah, got to be feeling some pressure here. Back against the try line.
Eversole puts the ball in.
Hooked and
spreads it
swung.
out to Cook.
Big hit. He's given. So he says that's a sideways drive by the Cardinals, not a straight push in the scrum, which is it is illegal. It has to be straight ahead, but usually those are the kinds of things that are reserved for maybe a higher level play. Not common to see that here at the high school level.
Usually you'd see a couple of scrums where they were given a warning about it first. It seemed to be a very quick call.
Yeah. Well,
it's been a tight game so far. So
yeah, and a lot's on the line. So the Wahines are, they are happy to take this call and hopefully get this line out. So they send in a much larger line out. Cardinals still choose to go with a short number. They don't have to match, which is always an interesting thing. Given the opportunity to, but don't have to. And
so good opportunity for a maul here.
You would think, right, with those numbers. And they say it, but they faked it a bit there. Good job. Third jumper, too, which is, I don't know. How often is that, Emilia? You don't typically see it.
I was going to say, I feel like we very rarely used our third. Like, we were ready for it, but it's very rare to see it. But I definitely saw the two fakes in the front, and then I was like, oh, going all the way.
That, right? Yeah, that's a hard throw.
Yeah.
To put it accurate and straight to that third jumper. That's some skill.
We've got a breakthrough here.
Ooh, here we go.
Oh, number 3. It's Emma Cook. Big hard run, big hard hit.
Ooh.
Ball is won. So he's got the knock advantage, which means that he'll continue to let it play as long as Cardinals are advancing. And the arm is down, so the advantage may be over. I did not hear him say advantage over, but could be. Here we go. Out to Cook. The other Cook. Dragging some players. Now we'll see if the poach. Oh, that's some great ceiling right there. Very low body position.
So we're seeing a different Depaz here. She's making some cuts and some side steps.
She must have heard us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, oh, you want evasion?
I've got that in my arsenal.
I can give you evasion.
I'll do that too. A little slow to get up. She took a hard hit there. Here comes Taylor.
Strong run.
Oh, it's turned over.
That is a sneaky play right there. That is a sneaky play. Just strip the ball.
Kennedy Lustig on the drive there. Ball's out.
And here's the kick.
Oh, chip and chase is on.
big bounce. There it is. You got to try to get another one. Can you get it? There it is. Oh.
Ref
Yeah.
didn't see it.
We've got a couple of kicks. There's the dive. Oh, very nice done. Well done by Wando. So I'm hearing from the sideline, and we've got a forward pass call. He says it's thrown forward, so it's going to be a scrum down. I'm hearing from the sideline from Charlotte, hey, let's slow this down a bit, which is interesting because you would think that that's what Wando is attempting to do, speed this game up, force you into some mistakes, and that seems to be working for him. So Coach Jeff Tice from the Cardinals saying, hey, slow this thing down a little bit. Let's play our game.
Yeah, Wahines are playing phase after phase of good ball movement. They're not really threatening as of yet, but you can see that, this is the second game that the Cardinals have played today, so definitely fitness and how tired the legs are will come into play for sure.
Absolutely. So everything we were saying last game about the 40-minute games not being so much of a fitness factor, now for them it really is because it's the second game of the day.
Exactly.
Looks like we've got Taylor coming off, so a front row change-up for Cardinals. We'll see what kind of a difference that makes. That takes two hard runners and tough scrummagers off the field.
Oh, nice cut back here by Lustig.
So good rucking, and looks like the ball's going to be coming out again. Be interested to see if they go back to that kick and chase a little bit. It seemed to work out well for him.
Yeah, Geberth seems to have a nice kind of handle on the 10 position. She's really kind of taking command.
Got the arm out, so knock-on advantage it looks like. Let's see what the call is. Yep. So two knock-ons, he says. The first was on the Wahines, which means it's going to go back to Cardinals put in. We've got about 1:48 left on my clock. So he, of course, the sir, as we call him at the center, keeps the official time, but I got about 1:40, so we got to be pretty close to the half. And it's a tight game, so 5-0 remains. And some moments where you feel the energy go to the Wahines. So I don't think this is, I think this one could come down to the end.
Yeah, definitely, if the second half goes anything like the first, this is going to come down to the last couple of minutes of the game.
Yeah. Very tight game.
All right, Emilia, what are you seeing? What are you liking? What do you think needs to be cleaned up in the second half?
I mean, I think I've definitely seen a difference in the Cardinals' defensive. I think they're not as not as tight as they were last game, which could just be this is game number 2 for them of the day, and I think too on Wando's side, I definitely see some players that can be very fast. I think we just got to get them a breakaway, and we'll be able to see that.
Yeah, there it is again, trying to go into the width, ball movement.
Yeah.
Look at Cook. Just a hammer getting her hands on the ball.
Yeah.
Well done.
Rivera into support.
Smashing ruck.
Ball's there for the taking.
There it is. Wando takes it back. And looks to be, again, an attempt to get it into the width. That looks like their number 8, Priscilla Maloof. She's had a couple of nice runs today.
Yeah, she's a solid player. I think she played for the USA South when we were in Florida as well, back in was it March?
Yeah. My watch says that would be time. Looks like maybe he's going to allow one more play. Could be that he stopped the clock.
Another very scrum forward heavy game.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems to be the style here. That is something that, if you've got the players, right? I mean, if you have those kinds of players who can hammer on like that, it's just such a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Looks like it's getting a little warm out there.
I would say everybody's fanning themselves.
I'm seeing.
Yeah, I was going to say the breeze did kind of go away. We had it for a little bit. But
The fanning of forwards is a major tradition in rugby.
I have to say, it's
Usually-
not easy. You're sticking your head all on top of each other. It gets hot in there.
Somewhere I would never, ever put my head.
Yeah.
I much preferred the wind in my hair when I had hair.
There it is. Pick off the back. Cardinals reset. Looks like the ball is out to me. And I believe Wando thought so too.
Yeah.
And it looks like they've won it. He says play on, so it was. There's the kick.
There's the kick again.
And I can't see where they were on the field. It bounces in, so either way, it doesn't matter.
Nice run back there by Cassie Pam.
Good hard run. Hands on the ball again, though. Wahines are really doing a nice job getting their hands in on the rucks.
Yeah.
Ball up by Maloof.
Well, I should say before the rucks. Bounces out. And that is the 3-whistle signal for halftime. So really, really solid work by both teams.
Yeah.
Looks to me like Cardinals, not only on the scoreboard, but probably in possession, and field position had the advantage. But you get the feeling from the Wahines that they can strike. At some moment, they're going to find a seam, and they're going to sort of blast right through. So, I don't know. What are you guys seeing?
I don't know. I feel like Wando's definitely, they're catching the ball a little bit flat-footed, and I feel like if they were to, kind of run up on it a little bit, be a little bit better prepared, they definitely have that strength. And, again, it just all comes down to, confidence and knowing you can kind of run through.
Take it at pace.
Yeah, at pace.
may have said that once or twice.
Well, yeah, once or twice.
I've heard.
There's a couple sayings that repeat in my head whenever I'm out running, and one of them is catch the ball at pace.
Line speed.
Line speed, yeah.
Yeah, so most of the first half was played between the halfway line and the Wahines 22, but just looking at the Cardinals here, it looks like there's some tired bodies out there. So Wahines, if they keep that strategy up, moving the ball, we could really see this game open up.
Which I think is what they've got to be thinking, right? I mean, this has got to be part of the strategy is let's really push the pace. Let's see if we can get them tired. It's hot out here. Yeah. They're in their second game. I know that from reports, I didn't see the games, but I know the last time they played, it was pretty close. It was a tight game. I believe it went to the Cardinals, but it was tight. So, yeah, interesting stuff.
It's a little bit like a bit of a Foreman Ali fight. You've got the Wahines dancing around a little bit, trying to tire the Cardinals out, who would be Foreman in this analogy.
Yeah, hard hitting.
Exactly, yeah.
Straight. Yeah. I'm following you. Not a huge boxing knowledge guy, but I got the analogy.
Thank you. Thanks for working with me here. So we'll take a quick little commercial break here, and we'll be right back at it.
And now a hat tip to our sponsors. The EGRL is supported by Basecamp 31. What's that? Well, we're so glad you asked. Located in Clinton, New Jersey, and incorporated way back in 2004, Basecamp 31 is a nonprofit that works to build and support efforts that improve health, build community, and promote personal development. The kinds of things that push people to grow and communities to thrive, like the Elite Girls Rugby League. Learn more at basecamp31.org. And Steamroller Rugby Supply. Look, here's the bottom line. Rugby isn't just some game where you throw the ball backward. It's a global tribe. It's not only about sharp skills, it's about looking sharp and a high-quality kit. When you want top quality at fair prices with personalized service, you want Steamroller Rugby Supply. Visit us at steamrollerrugby.com. Have you ever noticed how many sports leagues and teams are sponsored by physical therapists, trainers, and other similar professionals? It's almost like they're expecting you to get hurt and want to be top of mind. Not if, but when you do. What would you call a team of those same types of professionals that do treat injuries but spend most of their time working with you to prevent them instead? Some people call them crazy. They call themselves proactivity, and their customers usually call them first. It's not rehab, it's human achievement, and they've been doing so with top athletes and employers since 1998. Got a business that would get into supporting these great athletes too? We'd love to have you advertise with us. Send our ad minions a note. Email admin@egrl.org.
All right,
And
so
we're back.
sorry, we're just going to pause for a second.
21 is going in.
Tip to our sponsor. All right,
right.
welcome
And
back.
Now we're back.
And we're on. Second half, going to get ready to roll here. Got a couple of substitutions. Looks like on the Wahines side, Sasha Lewis is entering the game, and also, I lost my roster, 21. Whoever's wearing 21?
19 for
Clementine Taylor.
19.
3.
All right, and also player wearing 19 on the field.
Amber Garrett.
So Amber Garrett on the field. Big hard run.
Big strong hair run here by Maloof. Ball's out to Cook. Takes a few players to take her down. Well
my
rocked
God.
over and stolen there.
Coach there.
So Search is having a day with that.
She's having a great
She's
day.
really, really getting in there.
Overman really taking on at speed there. Ball's out again.
Decides to take it herself into pressure. There's the ruck. Okay.
On to Maloof. Actually, that was Welsh.
There's the ruck. Less of a counter there that time.
Yeah.
Almost expecting that counter ruck. Big tackle, but not in touch. Rolls away, so good job by her.
Yeah, once again, no counter ruck on.
Yeah, wonder if they've decided to just use the numbers. Oh, there's the hands
never,
in.
there
Well
it
done
is.
by Cook. She gets her hands on it.
Cook will do it.
Really, you see these handful of players who just have confidence
Oh,
to put
big
their hands
run
in.
there by Rivera down the sideline.
Wow.
Cuts back inside. Search is the one that brings her down.
Yeah, you can see why they have her in the width. She accelerates really nicely, runs strong. Despite the fact that she can play number 8.
Exactly, yeah. There's Kazi on the run. Ball's out to Paz. Takes a few players with her.
Okay, smart play, binds on. Grabs it, backward he says, play on. She's hammering forward and gets it
There's
down.
in.
Cook making the kicking duties a little easier for herself on this one. Just outside the post.
So I think if you're the opposition to Cardinals, so far you really have to figure out a way to deal with her. I mean, she's around the ball, she's poaching, she's making hard runs, she turns on meters after contact. I mean, it's like she really is a factor pretty much all around the game. She has given the kicking duties away though, so 13 is
Maloof.
taking the kick.
McNulty.
McNulty, George McNulty in the green scrum cap.
So not the start that the Wahines were looking for in the second half. Kick
Is
is
up
good.
and good. So we've got 7 to add to the 5, so that gives us 12-0. And yeah, I would agree with you. I think that the energy was such that they were hoping they would kind of start right back up where they left off, and this hurts a bit.
Yeah, we're likely to see the Cardinals try and slow the game down here and just burn time. But you're right, they have to come up with an answer for Cook in the middle because she seems to be causing all sorts of devastation.
Yeah, both sides of the ball too, which is,
Yeah.
you know, I mean that's not super common. You know, sometimes you have that player who can make things happen, but then it's like, man, I'm going to win ball, I'm going to run, I'm going to pass, I can kick. It's a good suite of tools.
So Wahines don't look like their heads are down. They still feel they're in this, and they definitely are. So
Search lines up for the kick. Ball's up, travels 10, off the hands but backwards, and says found touch. Okay, so waiting, little hesitation there, waiting to see the call. Referee is reminding the touch judge, flag has to go up, or else I don't know. And it will be Wahines throw-in.
that sounded very referee voice from you there.
Yeah.
I think you switched over.
Or else I don't know.
Yeah.
Or else using. Use your referee voice.
He was using that condescending referee voice.
It is a little bit, it's tricky. It's tricky to be at the center and, keep the game rolling. That's again the third jumper.
Again. I mean, I guess we have pretty decent conditions. It's not too windy to, mess up that movement of the ball. But
That's a fair point.
Oh, there's somebody messing up movement
There it
of the
is.
ball. There's
Yeah.
Cook again.
Hard run. Get some meters. Search again on the tackle. I feel like I'm calling her name out a lot
Yeah.
in these tackles. She's really
She's
very
a-
confident.
she's everywhere, yeah.
Eversol digs it out to DePaz.
Oh, hands on. Got it. He says yes. He says had the hands on it. Again, once again, that search getting her hands on. Immediately after the tackle. Takes the quick tap herself. Referee says I'm okay with the retreat. So away we go. That's Izzy Irwin with the carry. Getting some
Big tackle
meters.
there by Peacock.
And now it's Lewis.
Oh, she's making a break for it. Nice.
Back to
also.
Lewis. I think
Nice.
she's got this one. There's a chase on. She's
Company.
headed down.
She's got
Dots it down and gets the points. Well done. So I had Lewis there, number
Sasha
5.
Lewis, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
Lewis.
so that would number 5 puts 5 on the board for Wando Wahines, and we have another game here.
Klein and Lewis worked really well there together.
We got the Taylors going back in
Taylor back on.
for Charlotte.
Taylor squared.
Both Taylors back on. Okay, here we go.
Looks like we're going to have DePaz come off.
17 for 19.
Yeah.
We also have Ella Scanzani going in
Yeah, but I was so busy being official.
for Amber Garrett.
How that's gonna happen.
Let's see this kick. Ooh, Search is taking it too. Search is Search?
Yep.
Am I pronouncing that right?
Yep.
She's
We think
kicking
so.
it.
We think so. And the flags are up.
Nice, nice.
So we've now got 12-7. So one try without points separates the two squads.
Mm-hmm.
And now Wahine's turn to get the ball back.
All right. We have a game of it here.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got unofficially about 15 minutes left, so about 5 off. Maybe a little bit more. I was a little delinquent in starting my watch there, but taking a guess.
It's been an exciting game, so it's easy to miss these kinds of things. Extra duties here.
Interesting, Caroline Cook making her way to the center, like a player who knows the game, letting some time roll.
Mm.
Kick is up, goes 10, makes a big hop, fielded, but into touch.
Mm.
Unfortunate if you're a Wahines fan, fortunate if you are a Cardinals fan. So we got the lineout's going to go to Cardinals. We'll see if they commit their standard 4.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see what the defense looks like for Wando, because they've been doing that third jumper every single time. So I'm interested to see kind of what their take is for the lineouts as well.
Yeah, they match the 4, so that's
Yeah.
we're going to see if that line speed is on.
Yeah.
This Wahines team definitely has some speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, notable. And that last try was clearly a result of it. Offloads and speeds. There's the quick one.
Ooh.
They go for the short. And we've got the ball to be recycled. Out to
There's
Taylor,
Taylor.
who's back in the game. And again, they're
Going
working
for
hard
the
on trying to get that strip.
Strip, yeah.
And there's the pick and the try. So I believe that was Charlize Patterson.
Yep, correct.
Mm-hmm.
So the flanker notches one for the day. Good hard run on the pick off the ground.
You know, we see that a lot where a try is scored and then the opposing team comes right back down the field and scores. We've seen that multiple times
So
this
important.
season.
Yeah, so important to not take a break. You know, never feel like you can take a breather, because they want to go right back at you. So this is McNulty on the kick. And I would assume feels pretty good about this. You know, not directly in the center of the post, but pretty close. Kick is up, is good and good. So it looks like Kira Olsen going back in and going to be replacing Kennerly Lustig. So got some changes in the Wahines lineup. Good strong kick. One of the things I noticed, Brian, I know you're always a fan of this. I as well am a fan of this. Silence when the kicker's lining up. No noise from the crowd, no noise from the opposing team. You know, shine a sort of a show of respect to the kicking process.
It's definitely a northern hemisphere kind of a thing. You know, if you were down in the southern hemisphere, the crowd would be full noise when you're kicking. So I was actually talking to a friend of mine who's from South Africa, and he said it's more nerve-wracking for him to have it be silent.
Really? Because he's so used to it.
So used to the noise.
That makes sense.
But you can tell the crowd here knows rugby because there wasn't a pin. You could have heard a pin drop here.
So Cardinals pinned back in their own end. That was a kick that was long. They decided to go for field position, and now they'll kick their way out of it.
McNulty again.
Good
well
catch.
taken there by Dessner.
That's what you want to see out of your fullback. Perfect position, fields the kick, hard
Perfect.
ruck, and into touch.
And she took it running onto the ball, which was shows how confident she is under the ball.
Yeah, really well played by her. So that was a nice sequence. I mean, so Wahines kick it deep. They charge hard. They pin Cardinals into their own try zone, essentially. They do what any good, well-coached team would do, try to kick it out of there and get it down the field a bit. But the 15 is right where the 15 should be.
Now the Wahines have the line out, so they've a nice opportunity here to maybe get a maul going.
Yeah. You would think that they would give it a shot.
the
Makes its
back
way to the
again.
back. Yeah. Not planned, but made its way. Good hard ruck, so they can recycle the
Search
ball. There
again.
goes Search. And now we swing it. Here's Olsen.
Again.
Good.
Ooh.
And the arm is out for the knock. So looks like Wahines have knocked it. The advantage continues, and probably over at this point. We'll see. And there goes Taylor. Good hard tackle. Oh, there's a fight for the ball. We're going for the strip again. Cardinals retain it this time. Hard ruck. And they've won it. Well done. Well played. Really hard ruck around the base. And they've won the ball, and so they're still in threatening position. That looks like a penalty coming to Wahines. It says from the side.
Wahines take the quick tap here.
Can they keep the pace? They love that pace is moving. There it is. We're going to swing it wide. Looks like a flanker out in the width. Brings it back in. And the flag is up. So touch. Finds touch. Wahines were in control. And now it's going to be Cardinals ball. So we've got some subs coming on. 16 looks to be coming on for Cardinals. And that would be Cassie Palm. And I'm thinking she's replacing McNulty, 13.
McNulty's had a really solid game today.
Hard running, grabbing the ball, making the kicks. Looks like maybe an injury evaluation. That is not something you want to see if you're a Wahines fan. This is a player who has been all over the pitch making things happen. search coming off. So we got 16 and 18 jumping on. Got about 8 minutes left to play. Referee says not satisfied with the line out. Possibly not straight. Didn't quite see the signal there, but looks like he's giving them a choice, so you would think, yep, that's what it was.
Cardinals likes to use Eversol, their number 9, as a jumper in the lineouts. It's probably nice and light, so they can get it up really high.
Right? Not a bad move.
Yeah.
Throw you to the roof when you're. We've got strong props and a light jumper.
Yeah.
Not a bad
Good combination.
Yeah, you know.
I've been enjoying watching these lineouts. Honestly, they've been very, very, very clean for the most part.
Not
Really
an easy,
good.
not an easy thing to do, right?
No.
Not that I would have any experience, but it looks hard to me.
Good technique on the throws, and
Yeah.
here we have a breaker.
That's Maloof taking the ball off the back. And going to try to drive her out. The flag appears
That
to
might
have
be it.
gone up.
Oh, we still have some time left.
Yeah, I've got about 7.
Mm-hmm.
About 7 on my watch. Again, hard to say because a little late on the trigger there, but I think we're pretty close. So we'll go with the line out to Cardinals.
And two, like full extension on all of those lineouts,
Exactly,
which is
yeah.
impressive.
Oh, that interesting. He was okay with that. She came over
Yeah.
pretty strong. I thought maybe he was going to get her for losing her
Small
feet.
breakaway.
Oh, that looked like a little bit of a...
Yeah, that looked high to me too.
Yeah.
It's all right. You can
Yeah.
say it. It looked high to me. It looked high.
It did look a little high.
They're like right on the edge there.
Oh, the
Turned
ball
over.
is stolen. That was really well played to get that ball back.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see Wahines getting their hands in there, though. They really want this, and they got the penalty, so we'll see what happens here.
All right.
So he says you are not in position. We're going to see what kind of pods we've got. Some kind of a hard hit, maybe, in the center. There's the tap.
Still such high energy.
Got
on
Golson
Wando's
screaming for
side.
it out there.
It
Yeah.
looks to me like she's real
Is that
close.
30?
Going to pound it. Good hard tackle. That is what you
Oh,
want to
driving
see.
her
Great
back.
drive by Rivera.
That was insane.
Rivera gains 10 meters without the ball in hand. Oh, great offload. In the corner.
It's
Big
Welsh.
hard hit. It's Taylor with a big monster hit, but they keep the ball. There's the pick on the corner. That looks like the number 9, and the hand is up.
She's in.
Great sneak there by Ackerman.
Yeah.
So
Ariel heads up.
Ackerman gets them another 5, and we're back to having a game now. I've got 17 to 12.
Yeah.
So
The energy on Wando's side is amazing.
love it, right?
It's
Love
so
it.
great. I think I don't have my reference. Is it Golson?
Yeah.
On that last play, it was just jumping up and down, like, give it to me, give it to
Yeah.
me. She was ready to go.
Demand the ball.
Give me the ball, give me the ball.
So this is a tough kick. And I've got about 5 to play or so, maybe 4:30 or so. So I would think they're going to look to continue to speed this up. They're going to
Yeah.
want to pound this game in.
It's going to be Golson on the kick again.
Yeah.
Not an easy angle. Good
Very nice strike. Just a little short.
Little short. Wow, what a great strike. I think she's got to be happy with that. I mean, she's got to feel like I feel good. I can make the next one if I have to, maybe for the win.
So that's been one of the conversations around rugby. The rules are the same for the women's game as they are for the men's, but there's been talk about reducing the size of the ball by about 20% because women's
Really?
hands are generally 20% smaller. So,
Yep.
Interesting.
and one of the reasons was the ball's a little heavier, so there'd be more likelihood of a higher percentage of kicks made if you use a lighter ball. But a lot of women don't want anything changed.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely a
I have-
debate.
I was gonna say, I have to say, being, a woman in rugby, I've always loved and appreciated the equality of it, of like the men's and women's side.
That is one of the counter arguments.
Yeah, like you know what? I played women's lacrosse for like half a year, and the utter difference between women's and men's lacrosse was
Yeah.
really.
Very different.
I wanted to hit people. That's
It's a
why I played
different
rugby.
game. It's a different game entirely. Yeah. No, that's a really good point. I know that is something that many people, push back on and say, well, yes, we understand the argument that, ball handling might get better because my hands are literally smaller, but don't tell me
I was gonna say, I have some pretty big hands. I feel like I could use the big ball.
So that was a good sequence. It looks like the knock, which is going to put the ball back in the hands of the Wahines in their half of the field. We'll see if they can get another one of those threatening runs. I think they're gonna want to. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. They're all ready, hands out.
Hard push by Charlotte.
Got Rachel Cope back at fullback here. She's gonna have her hands full.
There's the offload. Another. They do. They move the
Again.
ball. They really do.
Yeah.
Move the ball.
Very aware of each other, like where everyone's out of the field.
Exactly. Very good point. Very good point there.
Taylor
Over Patterson has it.
Patterson. Wow, that was a good sequence. She made a tackle, dropped that player, made the next tackle, and eventually they took the ball.
You could say the same for honestly both teams. Like both teams are very aware of like where everything is going on the field, and ready for the next step and what to do next.
Totally.
Definitely well-drilled units.
Yeah.
So Wando takes the ball back. Offload, going to test the winger, who then takes the ball back. So let's see what happens. It says thrown forward. So thrown forward, which is going to be a scrum down result in Cardinals ball. So they're in a threatening position here. I feel like they've got to be thinking they can ice this if they can get one in with about 2-ish to play.
So Cope, the fullback, is limping a little bit here. It might be a good opportunity to put a ball over the top.
Interesting observation. Yeah, there's a lot of space, you would think. Oh, there we go. So Cardinals take the ball in a threatening position. They're going to smash this in, I think, or they're going to give it everything they've got.
Picked off the back by Lucy Bryant.
And the flag is up. So they found touch. That's a big. Oh, that's the win. Wow. So I was about a minute and a half off, says the sir. So I had about a minute left to play, so it's 30 seconds off. But, yeah, big win for Cardinals. So the final score is 17-12, the scoring line, and that seals the victory for the Charlotte Cardinals. So they seal the divisional win. So we'll see what happens in the next game. But before we do, we're going to go ahead and announce some players of the game. Who do you guys got?
I saw some. I know she walked off towards the end, but Cambridge Search did an amazing job on the side of Wando.
Flanker.
Really incredible. Was like everywhere where she needed to be. Felt like she was all over the field the entire game. Very communicative too. You see the whole team listens to her as well. So
that's awesome. Yeah, I would agree. They had some great efforts by a lot of people, but I think that's a pretty easy pick. Right? She's solid.
So Mike, who would you pick for the Cardinals?
That's a much harder pick, I think. They had a lot of very, very good players. I'm going to go with Emilia Rivera, 14.
Yeah.
The reason being is that
player.
she had some critical moments, in my opinion. A couple of key counter rucks, a couple of key blast runs. I think that sometimes the wingers out there, if they're not scoring tries, you don't get any credit. But she's wearing 14 and smashing people.
Yeah, she was a versatile player too. Yeah. Played a little bit everywhere.
Yeah, so for me, that's always something you love to see. Somebody who goes out and just pounds people. So we're going to see if we can get him over, and we'll get a little interview here with our correspondent.
I'm going to take the headphones off this time so they don't fall off.
So we're going to bring the camera over before we grab the interviews, because this is the tradition we talked about in the last interview. Something super cool that the Charlotte Cardinals do. They have a man of the match or a person of the match that they elect, and they give the stuffed animal, the little cardinal. Although
they do? I didn't see that before.
Well,
that's so cute.
So they were sneaky last time. They got it in before we could get the cameras on. So this time we got Primo over there. He's gonna get that
with
thing
the
going.
Angles, yeah.
Pretty good.
Incredible speed, and just always was carrying the ball so eloquently. This goes to you right here.
Yep, so they agreed with us this time. They gave it a search. So, again, probably an easy pick, as we just said. She was really all over the field. And she'll have the stuffed animal during the interview, so that's a little extra bonus. Well played. Oh, wait a second. Looks like Wando has the same tradition. Love it.
Oh, yeah, they have a shirt for him, I think.
That's great. And that would be Caroline Cook, who, for all intents, could have easily been the player of the match for us. I mean, she again was all over the field. I should make sure I qualify when I say that, clearly her skill set is one that makes a difference. She's made a difference in all the games we've seen her. So yeah, it's almost too easy to pick her, but glad to see that the Wahines recognized her that way. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go ahead and try to catch these players and see if we can get them on for a quick interview.
All righty. Take the headphones off now. Gotta make over all the courts. Hello. How you feeling post game?
Pretty tired. I need to work on my fitness, low-key, though.
No, you got it. You got it. What's something positive you saw? We'll keep it nice and short.
Our communication was really, really good from first half to second, especially after the first match. I feel like our team's hopes went up really well.
All right. What's something you think you guys could improve on going forward?
Shifting really bad because over there they kept pushing through us, and our communication wasn't really there at the moment. But I feel like shifting would be a really thing we could work on.
Yeah, great. And then what's one thing you guys are looking forward to for the rest of the season?
Pretty much defensively. I want to work on us more defensively because we have really good backlines and forwards. But defensively, we need to all come up as a group because sometimes we lack a little bit.
I mean, amazing viewpoints on the game. Look at you. You're very aware. That's incredible. Well, good game. Congrats on the win. Go cool off a little bit, hopefully. Have a good one. All right. Come on over. How we feeling?
I'm a little tired. A little tired.
Well, congrats.
Thank you.
Good game.
Thank you.
What's one thing that one positive thing about the game?
I think that despite all the heat and how tired we were, our team just kept going. I think that's one really good thing about our team that I see a lot is just we always are just fighting and fighting and fighting and staying positive too. I know our team, we all love each other. We're a big family, and there's always positive talk on the pitch.
That's incredible, and we definitely saw that from over here as well. Also, congratulations on man of the match. I see your little Cardinal there. What's one thing you guys think you can improve on, going forward?
Rugby-wise, definitely running up on defense. I think that's something that we have been trying to work on. That's the main thing, definitely, because we're not the biggest team. So trying to stop the players who might be a little bigger than us getting momentum is definitely what we want to try and stop.
Yeah, and then what's one thing that you're looking forward to going forward in the season?
I'm just excited to this is general, but improve. I know that our team has so much potential, and this year we got so many new people, and watching all of them grow, especially as a senior, and just being oh my God, I was there, and just watching them grow is just really amazing, and I can't wait for them to for all of us to come together as a team.
That's incredible. We see so much pride from you guys and so much potential as well. So congratulations. Go cool off for your next game.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. So we are now here joined in our booth, quote unquote, our sound booth, with assistant coach of the Wahines, Hannah Price. Great to be with you.
Hi. Good to be here.
Yeah. So tell me about the game. What did you see out there? What did you like?
I think it was a really competitive match. I was really impressed with both sides. Moving the ball, the defense, like Cammie said, we've been working really hard this week on coming up on defense hard together, pushing, making sure we're taking away the space from the opposing team. I think that the Cardinals did a phenomenal job moving the ball and really utilizing that space that they had. and they have some great players and some really hard runners, and so getting the ball into their hands was really important for them, and they made that happen. I think it is good that we had a lot of girls that could take down some of the bigger players.
Absolutely.
And that's something we've really worked on in practice is just because our size isn't necessarily the biggest on the field, but we definitely have really fit girls, and so we have to utilize our strengths where we can double tackle more and strip the ball out of the big hands, that kind of thing. So I saw it was a really good match just in general. I think it was really good.
Great analysis. I mean, so many of the themes that you just mentioned, we were sort of talking about the whole time. One of the things that I don't know if it was a strategy or it was deliberate on yours, was the speed of play from the Wahines was clear. You've got some athletes. You're recycling the ball so quickly. You're trying to get the ball out and into the faster hands. I mean, it was fun to watch.
Oh yeah, that was actually one of the things we talked about prior to the game. Was we knew that the Cardinals is definitely a forwards heavy team, and we needed to utilize our backs as much as possible because we didn't want to play into their strengths. We wanted to use our strengths. We do have great forwards, don't get me wrong.
Sure, absolutely.
But if we could keep that pace fast, we could wear them down a little bit more. We could keep that ball moving out. That was one of the things we talked about prior. So it was one of our strategies, and I'm glad that it worked.
Makes total sense. I mean, it seemed to be on our end that was a great strategy. You've got some really skilled players. The ball movement was great. Lots of passing. Moving out offloads into space. Great stuff. And I think your hat tip to the Cardinals' talent is right on, right? I mean, they've got a couple of players who are game-changing players.
Oh, absolutely.
It doesn't take long in coaching to say, hey, I just want to stay away from them. That's
yeah, don't run into them. Let's go around them or get it out wide so we don't even see them.
It's really a very simple game. Yeah, that's great. Well, so what is your background?
So I played in high school, and I played in college, and then I also played for the USA U20s team.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. What a great asset you are to the team.
Oh, it's been so much fun. It's been a good time hanging out with the girls and playing with them for sure.
Are you a product of Wando Wahines?
No, so I'm actually from out west.
Okay.
So I'm from Summit County, Colorado.
Oh, awesome.
I don't know if you know Summit
I
County,
do,
Carl
yeah.
Barth.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know of them.
Know of them.
Know.
Yeah. So I'm a product of the Summit County team, which is great, and I definitely used those talents that they built me in high school through college and then my USA career. So it was a good time.
Well, you can put a word out to them that we would love to see some EGRL expansion to the West. So
absolutely.
If they've got the infrastructure, boy, it'd be great to.
Oh yeah.
Be great to take a little trip out to Colorado. What do you think, Primo? Thumbs up behind the yeah. He says yeah. Yeah, I think so. Well, thanks so much for sitting down with us. I mean, I know I don't want to pull you away from your team, but really, really fun to watch. Great game. What a battle. And I mean, kudos to you and the whole squad.
Oh, thank you. We really appreciate it. We love being out here, and it's a beautiful day for rugby. So we're happy to drive the 4.5 hours to be.
Not close. Not right around the corner.
No, not close, but it's definitely worth it when we can come out and play great competition like Cardinals and the Redhawks for sure.
Awesome. Well, good luck in the next game.
Well,
and
thank you.
We'll see you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.